Off a Podcast here at the Groundbreaking Production Studios. I see it. I'm kicking it here with some of my new friends. I just met a couple of them here, but the vibes is amazing. You're never going to know we just met, okay? I'm Randy Rosario. Nice to meet y'all. Hey. Go ahead, introduce yourselves.
I am Bishop Claiborne, and I'm just excited to be here.
Awesome. I am Maikia Latia, the host of Unlock with Keys podcast.
What's going on, everybody? It's Keon Clinton here, owner of 1% Better.
Immediately, I'm sorry, I was 100% distracted by her saying her name is Mikey, because I'm like, Mikey, he likes it.
Maikia Latia.
Maikia Latia.
Yep.
Your mama knew what she was doing. That's
I
adorable.
sure.
Marcia Latisse. Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
I grew up with, you know how we all have these extended families. So I have a play cousin named, her name used to be, I don't know if she's married now. I haven't seen her in so long. Shay, call me. Her name used to be when we were kids, Shay Monet Bunday Calloway.
Okay.
I was like, this is beautiful. I love us. If we don't do nothing, we gonna make some stuff.
I'm gonna choose one of the four and stick with that. That's where we at.
Before we start recording, we were talking about a couple of different things. We were talking about a little bit about family and just collaborative efforts as Detroiters. Now, Bishop, I know you're not a Detroiter, but you got your Detroit stripes because you've been coming back and forth for about 30 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I want to talk today about the importance of collaboration, linear collaboration, and how we can do better as Detroiters and as people. We don't not just Detroiters. Let's talk about Black people. Period. Absolutely. How can we do better and step out of those? This why I don't be supporting Black business and da 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 da. What are some things that we can do to, I guess, be more patient with Black business?
Yeah, that's good. I'll start. For one, I always say start with yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Accountability is the best part because when we check ourselves, now we are knowing how to respond to others. But it's so important because at the end of the day, we're all learning from each other. Mm-hmm. You've had a different experience and journey than I have. Absolutely. You have something that I can give from you and I have something I can give to you. You know what I'm saying? And so when we remove ourselves from the equation and say it's not about me, it's about what we can do for the next generation. That's what me and Kenyon was sitting here talking about. Mm-hmm. Like, it's important to be so selfless. I want to compete. We're not competing. We should be building. Yeah. Like, we should be doing this together.
Competition. I saw a post on social media that said competition's at the bottom of the barrel. We collaborating up top.
Yeah.
Because that's what it needs to be.
That's the mindset.
Absolutely.
It's my mentor told me something. He said, when you stand on the shoulders of a giant, you see further.
Woo.
And I think sometimes we fail to realize there's so many giants right next to you, right? That is more willing to help you and more accessible, right, to you versus like we talked about outside. You trying to get to Beyonce, like there's not almost 7 out of the 8 billion people trying to get to Beyonce, right?
Let's do my complete quote because I love what I said. I said people be trying to go get the Beyonces when you got people around you that's absolutely talented. We got Brielle Leslie. What you trying to go to Beyonce for when you got Brielle? Come on with it.
Absolutely, right?
Collaborate across this way so you can build together.
And it's paying homage too. You know, I think one of the things we don't do enough of is I appreciate you for opening the path further for me to get in. I don't care if it's 10 years, 5 years, 3 years in. You've been able to experience and do some things that while I'm getting started, I can learn from you.
Yes.
And I always like to be a sponge, you know? That's the best way to learn.
Our struggle with collaboration is who's in the front.
That's good.
That's our struggle with collaboration. Who's in the front? Who's leading? Everybody wants to lead instead of having a collective effort. The collective effort is that we all win. That's the collective effort, is that we all win and everybody plays a part. If you study the history of Black Wall Street, in more places than Tulsa, Oklahoma, they only talk about Tulsa. If you study that, it was one man's dream who started a bank, but he kept adding on to people, and the collective effort was to build. We struggle with that mindset of I want to go first, I want to be in front. Whose name is in front of it? Instead of it being what is the collective goal? Yeah. And the goal is we all win. Yeah. That's where good. We struggle with merging. Merging has never been a bad thing. There were companies that merged together because on the end it was about winning. Correct. And so that's where merging come in. But we struggle with that because everybody wants to be on the front and nobody wants to say I'm because I'm not losing if I'm pushing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not losing. I always say at the end, and I'll end with this: when they get the championship ring, y'all do know the people that run the locker room get a ring.
Exactly.
You do know all the coaches get the ring. The people that you don't even see, the man is washing clothes. I went to a guy, he's the doctor of the Eagles. You never see him. But he got a ring. Because he keeps them going. So it's all about the end result is the win.
You know what that really, the mindset that put me in and what that brought to the forefront was be okay in your position and be
absolutely.
okay in your role. A lot of the times, like I remember, and I kind of just alluded to this speaking to you, I remember just trying to figure out who I was and where I was going with stuff. So I was a rapper, and then I was in this, and then I did this, and then I did that. And I always knew that I was going to be where I am and doing what I'm doing right now. I didn't know the path on how to get there because they paint this they do a number on us, breaking us as a community. They paint this picture for us that the only way out is through basketball, through being an entertainer and things like that.
Absolutely.
Here I am now traveling the United States internationally and going to Canada as well, speaking and talking like this, just being myself.
Exactly.
But if you would have told me this is what I was going to do 20 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you because they did a number breaking us.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that a lot of us feel like we don't have roots. A lot of us feel like, you know, that's why while we're spinning them little tubes, sending it to Ancestry DNA to figure out where we're from. You feel me?
That's right.
But how can we help the next generation not feel like that? Because we're not the only people that felt like that. Our parents felt like that. Our grandparents felt like that. So cool. We've established the fact that we don't feel like we have roots. How do we establish those roots? So our kids don't feel like, dang, we don't have roots. I got to fight for this. I got to fight for that. How do we help them get that identity?
Well, first thing we have to do is we do have roots. We are on the 50th year of hip hop that we created.
That's real. Yeah,
We created
absolutely.
that.
That's
so
good.
that we have roots. Every urban wear that other cultures are wearing,
Amen.
we have roots. This country, we have roots. The actual White House that they living in, we built that. We have roots. We have got to take us back to pride. It used to. They broke us when we talked about Black pride, so we never longer talk about Black pride. But we can
real.
get our people back to
That's
having,
deep.
being. I'm proud of who. I never want to be another culture. I've never woke up one morning and said, "I wish I was somebody else." I am proud of being who I am, and if we can pour that proudness back into our people, I really think that we can do. We're not going to find Africa. I mean, the reality of it is that was the whole core. Every other person comes here. They have parades for Puerto Rican. They have parades for everything. Everybody else, you get in some of their cars. They got their flags. What's your flag? You don't know your flag.
I think that's the disconnect when I say a lot of times we don't feel like we have roots.
Yeah.
That's the disconnect. Like I want to know some traditional dishes from my motherland. I want to know what flag is my flag.
What's your healing recipe?
Yeah, I don't want to take the pharmaceuticals, TT. I want to know what herbs I got to mix together to feel better. You feel me? Like that's what I mean by roots. Like how do we do that?
It was the plan.
But that's the thing, though. That's where we have to create it.
Yeah.
We can't find. Not that we can't find it. I'm sure there's sources, but we have to create what we don't see.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Like that blueprint,
Literally.
even with your legacy. Like I always say, my parents did the very best they could with what they had. But I understand the value in having a blueprint.
Yeah.
The value of having, hey, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. Hey, this is the work for me. Hey, this is a business I'm gonna pass on to you. Continue to create generational wealth. And so when we don't see that, we got to build that ourselves. And it's okay because now our kids, they're going to have their own experiences, but at least they have some sort of guide.
It is so hard being the people that break the family generational curses and break and have to do this.
Because you got to break.
Having had a girl break 30,000 times. I'm 34 years old and it has 20 midlife crises because I'm the one that's trying to break the family generation. We were in our family group chat a couple days ago. Sorry, family, I'm about to tell y'all business. And my family are there. I'm the hippie of the family. I'm the cool, calm, collect one. So if anybody knows my personality and I'm the cool, calm, collect one, that lets y'all know how everybody else is, right? Okay, let's put that out there.
That,
okay, they get like that real quick. And they got to arguing, and I said, "Family, I don't have the capacity for this right now.
Yeah.
I'll give A, B, C, and D for our Thanksgiving party, but please don't argue.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
can't receive it right now. I can't do it. I will leave this group." And I meant it with every fiber in my soul. I will leave this group right now because I don't have it.
Hats off to y'all though. Y'all planning Thanksgiving in September?
Yes,
good for y'all.
Only because it's very intentional, and that's because we are we didn't get to have our family reunion during COVID. Okay. Honey, I was not playing no roles during COVID. Gotcha. My baby was born early. My mom and dad didn't meet him till he was 4 months old. 3 months, 3, 4. Yeah, I didn't play like that because what you out here, you not wearing your mask?
Yeah.
Nope, not my baby. So when we had our family reunion in July, I was like, oh, I miss this energy. This energy. I need this energy. My son deserves to have this energy around him. I deserve to have this energy around me. So I was very intentional about talking to my family about planning Thanksgiving. Like, there's no reason why.
That's good.
If we start pulling numbers and money together now, that it can't be paid for. We started signing dinner now and desserts now, and we're good.
That's good.
And that to me that's a generational curse, because we've had a Christmas party like in 2012 or something like that. But I plan on making this like a yearly thing. Why not get together on Thanksgiving every year? That's dope.
Listen, you it's interesting you saying that. We've never had a family reunion in my family ever.
Really?
And I said last year, I'm like, I'm gonna plan the first family reunion this year, and my father died, so it ruffled things. But so this confirmation, it's like you have to establish the things now so that when you're gone. And one of the things I put in my book, I said when you die, do you want an obituary or a documentary? Right, and a documentary comes from the work that you've done that will continue to live even after you're physically gone. Yes. So when we talk about those roots and establishing them, we have to realize the life we're living is not for us, right? It's so much more for the next generation. So what can you leave behind that your kids can pick up and build from, right? It's great that you got followers and friends and money, but did you invest it into something tangible that they can continue to build on?
Correct.
Right?
It's about time that we do that. My grandfather didn't leave my mother anything. My mother didn't leave me anything. But I keep telling people, my grandchildren, I'm gonna be on the wall.
That's good.
If I'm not over the mantelpiece, something's wrong.
Because come on, let's make room.
Absolutely.
Because people don't build memorials. They build memorials for people who do stuff.
Yeah.
Any memorial you ever see is built to somebody who has done something.
And let's take it along the lines of generational wealth. A lot of the times, these families are not winning, because let me tell you, most of these families' slave money didn't ran out. Okay?
That's real.
A lot.
Listen, come on.
Some of their slave money is still there, but a lot of these families, they're winning, and they continuously win because they have life insurance.
Yeah.
They have so much life insurance to the point that they literally will have 6 times their salary life insurance set up so they could take care of they can continue to take care of their family. What we don't think about as people is if you're my provider and you're my protector and you're taking care of all 4 of our children or whatever, right? Something happens to you. What happens?
Exactly. Yep.
That's literally what happens when we talk about setting generations back. That's how you set a generation back.
Absolutely.
That's what happens. So, and I know I'm speaking from a place of privilege when it comes to even being able to afford life insurance. But I really want us, and now I'm saying it on camera so we can stand on it. We have to do a free health event for the city of Detroit, where we are bringing life insurance people there. We're bringing doctors there, and maybe let's do it around Christmas, where they can come get some free food and toys and stuff too.
Let's make that happen. Part of that too.
Listen, I appreciate y'all time and y'all energy. This is my first time recording here at Groundbreaking. Will definitely not be my last. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. You guys, if y'all want to book a space this beautiful, y'all see how clear these cameras is. Stop playing with us, okay? If y'all want to book, y'all make sure y'all contact us today. Go to Groundbreaking Productions
Podcast.
Groundbreakingpodcast.com. Check it out. Follow us on social media, all that good stuff. I'm your girl, Randy Rosario, your favorite cousin. Stop playing with me. I will see you guys next time. Think about it. Good day.
Bye.